So let's first find ourselves sitting up tall, engaging through those core muscles, shoulders back and down over the hips, head pulled back, bottom of the chin parallel to the floor. Let's first start by sitting towards the front edge of the chair, and then feet are just kind of underneath the knees or a little bit before the knees. So find a comfortable way of sitting. So we'll start with one leg, and what we're going to do is we're going to step 1 foot forward. So this is mimicking as if we were standing and our balance is throwing us forward and this foot is just catching ourselves. So we don't need to stomp it down too hard, especially if you have any joint concerns. You could just think of it as a soft tap, or you can even put a pillow or a blanket underneath that foot. So it is a soft landing. So let's do a few more times, and we're going to also add the arms. So imagine that we're standing or walking and we start to lose our balance and draw ourselves forward. We just want to put the hands out. So if something is in front of us, maybe we're able to catch ourselves. So we're going to put the hands out, not bending at the wrists. We're putting the whole arm and the hands out. So requires some reaction time as that foot steps forward. And then we'll come back. A lot of core work here. So you'll start to feel some work in the core muscles. Let's do a few more. So as we step that 1 foot forward, we're going to put the hands and the arms up. All right, let's do a few more times. Remember, we want to make sure we protect the head and the face. So it's these quick movements, very much like our agility and also coordination with our body. So right now might require some thinking to coordinate the arms with the lower half of the body. But the more that we can do it, the more automatic that it can come into our bodies, so that if we do lose our balance, then we can catch ourselves. Let's move over to the other side. So we'll first do a couple times on this side with just the leg. And you'll notice that my upper half of the body kind of draws myself forward as well, as if to mimic a situation where I am falling forward, but I want to make sure I'm engaging through those core muscles, trying to keep that spine nice and long. So this other foot steps forward as if to catch ourselves. Let's do a few more times without the arms. Just one more time without the arms. So I can feel some good core work happening here. So we're getting a 2 for 1. And now let's add the arms. So we're mimicking as if we lose our balance forward. We're going to step forward and place our arms up. Let's do that a few more times. So we'll first start sitting up tall and then step forward and put the arms up. So you can go at your own pace or you can follow me, but just remember it's kind of a quick movement. So a movement that is a little bit faster than we normally would do in our daily lives. One more time. All right. And then you can shake it out. So this next movement will be if we were to draw ourselves or fall a little bit back behind us. So for the feet, let's step the feet a little bit forward. And then we'll start with that first leg again. We're just going to step that foot back as quickly as is comfortable and safe. So remember, we're not trying to stomp the foot down. We want to make sure we protect those joints. And you'll notice that my upper half of the body, I'm kind of leaning back a little bit. And when I do so, I'm really engaging through those core muscles. All right, let's just do that one more time. And then with the arms, let's draw the arms alongside the body to start. And then when we fall back, we want to press the palms kind of back behind us. So if there is something behind us, like a wall, we can catch ourselves with the whole of the arm and the hand. Let's do that just a couple more times. So you'll hinge a little bit back, step that foot back. And then the last piece of it is to tuck the chin towards the chest. So we don't have a tendency to draw or throw the head back. So we are protecting the head a little bit more. So we have the leg, the arms, and then tucking the chin back. Feeling the work of the core. Let's do that a few more times. So imagine you're falling a little bit back behind. The foot steps back to catch. The arms draw back to catch. And the chin draws down to protect the head one last time. Okay. And then let's move over to the other side first with just the foot. So that little kind of backwards, hinging back at the hips. You'll feel the core work. So hinging back and just tapping the foot back. It doesn't have to be all the way to the heel down to the floor. Let's add the arms down by the side, palms facing back behind you. As your foot steps back, we're drawing those arms back behind. All right. And then let's add the head. So tuck the chin when you draw back and then come back to neutral. Tuck the chin, engage those core muscles. All right, so this is all just kind of practice work Might feel a little awkward, definitely different movement. All right, let's stop there. Definitely some different movement than you're used to, but these are the type of movements that can help us to prevent us falling and can help to prevent injuries. Now, the last movement will be side to side movement because our lives are not just forward and back. Sometimes we might lose our balance over to the side. So for this one, I'm going to draw the arms out to the side. And you can keep them relatively low. Remember, we're engaging through the core and you will get some good work from the core. So I'm going to start to lean over to one side. Not so much that I'm going to fall out of the chair, but just so I feel the weight shift into that leg. And I'm going to start to lift the opposite heel up. Okay. And then almost as I'm losing my balance to the side, I'm going to immediately throw my weight as gently as I can and press the heel down. So let's do that a few more times. So I'm leaning, lifting the heel, maybe the whole foot, and then I'm throwing my weight back into that lifted foot and placing the foot softly down. So remember, we want to keep those joints safe. So sitting up tall, leaning as if we're kind of falling over a little bit, lifting the heel and the foot, and then throwing the weight back in. So remember, move in a comfortable way. Doesn't have to be fast. Leaning, and then throwing the weight. And then one last time, leaning. Find that little tipping point and then throw the weight. So that in our real lives, if we happen to be leaning and falling over to one side, we can immediately react automatically and throw the weight back to center to prevent a fall. Let's move over to the other side. Sitting up tall, arms out to the side. Start to lean, heel lifts, and then find that little tipping point and then immediately draw yourself back to center. So lift, lean, find that little tipping point, use the core to come back to center. So option, you can keep the toes down or you can lift the foot completely off, that little lean, and then almost like a very soft jerking movement, like a knee jerk reaction. Lots of good core work here. Let's do 2 more times. Lean, lift, and come back. And then one last time. Lean, lift, and then come back. All right, and then shake it out. So these